Guten Tag alle, Herr Wallace hier. Heute wollte ich über diese Worte mit euch sprechen, hin und her. So, hin und her often cause confusion for learners of German. So we're going to talk about them, but before we get to that, let's look at some expressions that use these adverbs. Her mit dem Geld. So, give the money here, basically. Woher kommst du? Where do you come from? Wohin gehst du? Where are you going to? Kommen Sie herein. Come on inside. Ich bin hingefallen. I fell down. Mein Computer ist hin. My computer is kaputt. Yeah, it's broken. Hin und wieder. Now and again. Der Hund kommt raus. The dog is coming out. Okay, so first thing you need to know is hin und her are adverbs in German, and in modern English there is no direct English translation for these words. But if you think of German as being, or if you think of Old English, this can help you a lot with German. And in these two words is another example of how that can help you. If you think of the Old English words, forth and hither, this might help you. I often tell my students that German, modern German, has a lot of correlations with Old English. And you can see that here. Hin is movement away from the speaker toward another destination, some other destination. So, wir gehen zur Kirche hin means we are going forth to the church. We are going to the church. And of course, in modern English, we just drop that. We are going to the church. Schau mal hin. Look over there. Okay? Her is direction toward the speaker from another point of origin. So, for example, komm her. It's come hither. It's almost, you can translate here sometimes as here, but hither kind of gives you that motion aspect, which hin und her is really about. They are adverbs to use to describe in what direction the motion is. So is it away from you or is it heading toward you? Komm her. Wo hast du das Geld her? Where did you get that money from? Where did it come here from? Okay, so like I said, sometimes it's helpful to think of here as here. So you can describe it as komm her as come here, but with that added element of motion. And just a word here, German is a very motion-sensitive language. And by that I mean, it often describes motion at a place and motion to a place separately. In English, this is rarely done. In English, you might hear it, for example, when you say, I run in the theater, meaning you're in the theater running around, or I run into the theater, meaning you're literally running into the theater. So in German, this is often clearly indicated, either with hin or her, or with a preposition, or even with case. So let's go on. Hin und her in German are often used with verbs of movement to show the direction of the movement. So they kind of enhance the verbs of movement. So for example, there are several verbs of movement in German. So we use a few examples here. Gehen, kommen, fahren, fliegen. So when you say, wo gehst du hin? That hin just tells you that you're going, but you're going away from. Wo gehst du hin? Where are you going to? Meaning you're moving away from me to somewhere else. Wann fahren wir hin? When are we driving to this place? Additionally, verbs that indicate actions like sehen or geben, reichen, and these are verbs that would indicate motion to a place. You also use hin and her. So schau mal her means kind of look over here. Wo bekommst du deine Inspiration her? Where do you get your inspiration from? Okay. Hin and her in German can be combined with certain prepositions and prefixes to indicate direction. Okay. Hinauf, herauf. Hinab, herab. Hinaus, heraus. Hinein, herein. And you have to think of these as, okay, ich gehe hinauf. I'm going up there. It's up, but direction up away from you. But if I say, komm herauf, that's kind of like I'm standing at the top and telling you to come up to me. So the motion is toward me. So again, hin und her, motion toward me or away from me. Hindurch. I'm going through there, okay? And it does not, this certain prepositions like durch, it doesn't connect with her, even though it connects with hin. Not all of them do. Hinüber, herüber, hinzu. Now this one's a little bit different. Hinzu doesn't really have anything to do with direction, but you're adding something to something. Hinunter, under, herunter. Okay. Think of hin as direction away from the speaker, and think of her as direction toward the speaker. And with that basic definition, you should be fine. The differences between hin and her can be lost in slang expressions that involve them. So, for example, I just got through telling you that hin und her show direction, but there are certain slang expressions like rauf, komm rauf, geh rauf, then it's indicated by the verb in this instance. Hinunter, herunter, runter, komm runter, geh runter. Okay? Hinüber, herüber, geh hinüber, komm herüber. So the combination doesn't itself show direction, it relies then upon the verb that's associated with it. Hinein, herein ist rein, komm rein. Oder geh rein. Okay? Hinaus, heraus. Komm raus, geh raus. Okay? So, in these examples, when you're using these slang expressions, rauf, runter, rüber, rein, raus, the direction depends on the verb, whether you're using gehen or kommen. Hin und her can be separated in the sentence without changing their meanings. So you can say, wohin gehst du? Oder wo gehst du hin? It means the same thing, and you can hear both. Er geht dorthin, dort geht er hin. Woher kommt er? Wo kommt er her? These are just examples. Wir gehen dahin, da gehen wir hin. Hin und her can also appear with certain time expressions. Eine Weile hin. A little bit longer. Das war lange her. That was a long time ago. Und vorher, before that, yeah? So just to, you see them in these expressions, so I just want to be complete. A number of idiomatic expressions can also be formed using hin und her, so you should know some of those. And in which case, sometimes it means direction and sometimes it doesn't. So it's an idiom, you know, all bets are off with an idiom. Hin und her, here and there. Hin und wieder, it's like in English when we say now and again. Auf ihren Rat hin, according to her advice, von seiner Erziehung her. He got that on account of his upbringing. Okay, so das war mein Versuch, that was my try or attempt, to explain to you a little bit about hin und her and how they can be used and what they exactly mean. Okay, vielen Dank für das Zuschauen und Zuhören. Auf Wiedersehen.